find out what's in it for you. Last week, I went back to the doctor for my updates, did some blood work, and I found something out that was um, not necessarily disappointing, but just something that really brought my attention back to where it needed to be. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Beth Talks, where I share events that help shape my life in hopes to maybe enlighten some of you and share some information that'll be helpful.
As always, I'm grateful for you to be here. Please don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.
Here we go. First off, I want to give you an update on my health. I've recently shared my cancer story, how I lost my hair, and what I've been doing since my chemotherapy treatment ended. So I wanted to give you an update on that because there's a couple of things that you might not be aware of. If you or somebody you know is going through chemo or planning to go through chemo, a couple of things I wanted to point out there. And also just kind of share some things that's come up with my business that I'm really excited about. So that's what we have on an agenda today. And I also wanted to say, like, some of the videos I've done recently, I tend to want everything to be perfectly planned and this and that. So sometimes I have a script in front of me, kind of help me figure out my agenda and keep me on track when I'm talking, because sometimes I get off track a little bit. So today I'm just trying something different. I'm just having a conversation with you, giving you some updates, sharing some information with you, and hopefully give you some little nuggets that'll help you in life. So here we go. Last week, I went back to the doctor for my updates, did some blood work, and I found something out that was not necessarily disappointing, but just something that really brought my attention back to where it needed to be. And a lot of people don't realize this, but when it comes to cancer and trying to stay cancer free after recovering from chemotherapy, alcohol has a huge impact on you. And actually, alcohol is just as bad for you when it comes to cancer risk as cigarettes are, nicotine. So you have to be careful when it comes to alcohol, especially if you've been diagnosed with cancer in the past. So here's what I've learned. Went to the doctor, got my blood work done, and since April 11th, when my chemo finished, till now, it's just been a couple of months. But I thought, every once in a while, I could relax, have one or two drinks with friends, and not have to worry as long as I don't go crazy, right? So since April, last couple of months, I've maybe 4 different occasions had a couple of drinks, no more than 2 in one setting. But when I got the results for my blood test back, I had a big realization. I can't play around with alcohol. So what happens is when you go through chemotherapy, your liver and kidneys go through a lot of trauma, and it takes a long time for that to heal. So the only thing that I've changed since chemo is having a little bit of alcohol here and there. Well, my liver and kidney numbers are worse than they were when I was in chemotherapy. So my body's not healed yet. I can't take that kind of risk. So that's just something I want to put out there for those of you who have been through treatments or maybe know somebody that is going through treatments. Just a heads up. don't mess around. You don't need alcohol. There are plenty of other ways to have fun. And sometimes I'm actually a funny person. Sometimes. So moving on from there, I wanted to share really exciting news. I've talked to you in the past videos about my marketing company, which is integrated with my health and wellness company, for better, healthy, more well-rounded support and business building. If you're not healthy, your business is not going to be healthy. So we'll kind of combine all that together. My health and wellness company has a 501c plan that's going to, in the future, support my nonprofit organization for human trafficking. So we got that going on, but I was interviewed and published on a nationally syndicated radio podcast with Joseph Bonner. So super excited, and I want to share that with you. And I have a little short clip. It's about 3 minutes. I'm going to share with you next. Enjoy. And I've put all the links below. So if you want to hear the whole episode, check that out. Definitely give him props because he was a lot of fun to do an interview with.
And we had a fleet of dump trucks. So when we were not traveling from fob to fob, we would take our dump trucks, and they didn't really have a good management system for garbage back then. So in Iraq, they literally burned everything. So we'd haul everything to the burn pits. And so we were directly exposed. There was a lot of people from my unit that ended up with cancer. I myself am a 2-time ovarian cancer survivor. I just finished chemo April 11th, just a few months ago. And I'm happy to announce I'm now cancer-free. But since
That's amazing. Well, congratulations on that, because that's huge. And I just have a couple of questions, and let me interject for a second.
Yeah.
The first question I had was, when you first joined the military, and I know that you mentioned that you obviously you're a parent, so you're going to be willing to make any kind of sacrifices for your kids. Did you expect to be deployed to Iraq though? I mean, was that like in your mind, like this could happen?
Well, I tell you, when we were in basic training, they pretty much drilled that into our brains that, hey, you're most likely going to war. So I knew that there was a big chance that I was going to be deployed, but I was willing to take that chance because I needed to pay the power bill.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I think a lot of our young ones who have joined the military, I think that was the mindset, or that is the mindset behind it as well. It's, they're trying to, either take care of some financial things, or something that you mentioned as well, where you mentioned you wanted to kind of, set a legacy for your children, that, their mom did something different. And I think that's the mindset behind a lot of our young people as well. I'm so glad that you mentioned though, about the work that you do, because I think this is important to bear in mind, especially as the world continues to change. Now, you mentioned the waste management system that they had. It wasn't well. A lot of people from your area contracted cancer. I guess my question to you is, I mean, I don't know how to say this, and I mean, is that a regret? I mean, does that make sense?
And I've had a couple of different articles published about me. So that's pretty cool. And I'll show you a couple
I
of
just
those
want to
here.
celebrate. I just want to celebrate. 'Cause it's a good day, good life.
And let's see, what else? Things are going pretty well. I'm very tired and I don't feel like there's enough time in each day to do all the things that I want to do. I've started these two businesses recently. I launched my marketing in May, the month after chemo, and I launched the health and wellness in June last month, which they've both been really crazy and rewarding and beneficial, but I've kind of bit off more than I can chew. So I've kind of had to take a step back. And right now, I'm really just focusing on getting information out about the health and wellness and building that up a little bit more to help more people have information about what we're doing and how it can help them. And then, all that kind of ties in with my marketing. So while I'm not like really pushing my marketing services completely and fully right now, because I really want to focus on one thing at a time. So I've taken a little bit of step back and kind of did the whole huge overview above and see what's going on in my life. So I don't want to negate any of my plans, but I also want to give full focus to one thing at a time. So taking a little step back there. But other than that, I mean, there's been a lot of exciting things going on, a lot of exciting changes. I'm super happy with things that are coming along. I think I have some great value to share. I have services that will help small businesses. I have all the support in the world for veterans. Of course, veterans will always have a special place in my heart because they're my family. And they'll always have discounts for marketing services. We have coaching. We have ways to build numerous different incomes online. So if you want more help, information about that, please visit my website at resilientstarsmarketing.com. Other than that, it's just a quick little update. So I appreciate you checking in, and I'm going to try to do a little bit more of these check-ins more often so you can hear what's going on and find out what's in it for you. So stay resilient, stay strong, and always remember you are loved. Never fear. There's always something for you here. Never fear. There's always something here for you here. Never fear. There's always something here for you. Never fear. There's always something here for you. Anyways, have a great day. Peace out. Peace and love. Hey, thanks for watching today. Make sure you don't forget, like, share, and subscribe before you scroll on. Peace out.